I've started keeping weather charts inside the bathroom steam, tracking pressure systems of a solitary dream. The fog on the mirror is a low depressing front. The drip from the faucet is the precipitation's brunt. I note the barometric plunge when I wake up alone. The high pressure system of a side turned into stone. The climate in this apartment is a permanent gray chill, with 100% chance I'm missing you still. And the forecast is unchanging, written on the wall in condensation skulls. Is a little showers of gray gut, held by gala force alone. And no sun breaks expected at all. I'm the mate that a chance of this personal small fall. I measure rainfall in the teaspoons of my tears, and track the gusting winds of my abandoned years. The seasons don't rotate here, it's an eternal damp, a meteorological map of a soul that's lost its lamp. I issue no warnings, for there's no one left to warn. Just a constant quiet monitoring of this internal storm. The satellite's my memory, the radar is my pain, showing echoes of a sunshine that will never come again. Button on the wall and condensation scrolls as they lead showers of gray gut, colored by gala force alone. Like no sun breaks expected at all. I'm the meteorologist of this personal snowfall. So I'll record the data in a ledger neat and bleak, a chronicle of weathering week on hopeless week, studying the patterns of a sky that's only gray, until the day the instruments themselves all fade away. And the forecast is unchanging, written on the wall in condensation scrolls. Is a leading showers of regret, followed by gala force and lonely. No sun breaks expected at all. I'm the meteorologist of this personal snowfall, of this personal small fall. That's all. The wall is tall.
Begun building dioramas in the corners of the room. Tiny, perfect scenes of our impending doom. One is matchstick furniture and a cotton ball cloud of fight, frozen in the moment just before good night. Shows a suitcase by the door in microscopic scale, a tragedy in cardboard, a miniature sad tale, with a thumbtack for a doorknob and a thread of dental floss to mark the path you took away, to symbolize my. And the glass I put around them is the dust of time and with a single hairbrush and rage, capturing your expression on that final parting page. My own face is a blank dot, a featureless beiged fear, because who I was in that moment is no longer clear. I arrange them with precision under a desk lamp's lonely beam, acting out the ending of a never-to-be dream. A puppet master of the past with trembling, clumsy hands, trying to command a story that no longer understands. In the glass I put around them, gaze the dust of time had to be, preserving in perfect state truth, the exact gauge of every broken promise and spoken final plea. In a mousse of no one, V6 curated just for me, curated just for me. So let the dioramas multiply, a tiny silent spread of the haunted little house that is my heart and head. I'll be the archivist of anguish in this miniature domain, until the glue dissolves and lets the memory go again. Broken promise and spoken final plea. In a museum no one visits, curated just for me, curated just for me, curated just for me to see, to be. Started translating sorrow into languages that don't know, guttural and clicking sounds that let the agony flow in syllables that have no shape for hope or for reprieve, a lexicon exclusively for how to deeply grieve. I whisper it in dialects invented by the rain that taps its cryptic messages upon the window pane. I shouted in the grammar of the wind against the ears, a syntax made of shuddering and torn homilies. And the dictionary now, ink runs off the thin white page, deformed and lost with symbols from a primitive dark dig. Each new word is heavier than the one that came before, a drawer of paper on a prepping hired silent tutors, moonlight, shadows and the dust, to teach me how to conjugate this overwhelming rust that's settling upon my grammar, on my nouns and on my verbs, turning all my future tense to flightless wounded birds. The Rosetta Stone I'm searching for is carved upon your back in scars I never noticed on a hidden final track. But you have taken it with you, left me here without the key to decipher why you were never truly here with me. And the diction tear bleed now, ink runs off the thin white page, defining a loss with symbols from a primitive docket. Each new word is heavier than the one that came before. A tower of Babel built on a cracking sorrow. So I'll be a polyglot of pain, a scholar of the sigh, writing my thesis on the how and the goodbye, in 1,000 dead languages, on 1,000,000 ruined scrolls, until the final untranslatable story of my soul. And the diction to bleed now, ink runs off the thin white page, defining loss with symbols from a primitive docket. Each new word is heavier than the one that came before. A tower of Babel built on a printing storied floor, on a cracking sorrowed floor, behind a locked door. Once more born, a boy. I've been studying the science of the objects you have left, a forensic dedication to this lonely, thankless theft. A meaning from a coffee mug, a motive from a sock, building a case file on this emotional bedrock. High dust for fingerprints on doorknobs you'll never turn again. Catalog the evidence of where and how and when the us became a you and me in separate distant cells. A crime scene I'm investigating with my personal hells. And the lilies, my apartments, every sofa seclude to the vanished you planned it that I never ever knew. The microscope reveals it, the dust of broken vows in the fibers of the carpet where you took your final browse. The spectrometer of my grief analyzes the light that falls across the space you occupied at night.
It reads a spectrum of absence, a wavelength of despair, a sign and cryptic proof that you are simply not there. I write the report in triplicate, a dry and clinical tone, on the decomposition of what I once called home. The conclusion is irrefutable, the data doesn't lie. The subject of this experiment has learned how to die. In the levees, my apartment, chilly sofa seclude to the vanished you planet that I never ever knew. The microscope reveals it, the dust of broken rules in the fibers of the carpet where you took your final browse. So I wear the white coat of the mad, the bereaved, the obsessed, documenting the hypothesis that I was never blessed, but cursed to be the scientist of my own fading trace in the cold hard laboratory of this empty space. And the L is my apartment, your breeze so secluded to the vanished you planet that I never ever knew. The microscope reveals it, the dust of broken rules in the fibers of the copper where you took your final bows. Where you took your final bows and closed the house, my spouse. Started keeping vigil by the charging cord's blue light, a tiny cold replacement for the warmth you took that night. It pulses like a heartbeat in the ocean of the dark, a synthetic, steady rhythm leaving no emotional mark. I've named the Wi-Fi router, call it guardian of the void. It beams out its connections, a technology employed to link me to a planet where I'm permanently banned from the continent of us and the republic of your hand. And the phone is a relic, an altar to the past, this screen a black miracle where my hopes are dying fast. I scroll through old conversations like a palimpsest of pain, trying to decipher a shame from the acid of the rain. The algorithms pity me, they suggest your favorite bands. They show me ads for jackets that would fit your idle hands. They are digital psycho palms, these messengers of code, guiding me through a hell that is my own abode. I've set 1,000 reminders for a future that's dissolved. Anniversary it chimes, but the problem's still unresolved. Buy milk it says at midnight, but the hunger isn't there, just the hollow in my stomach and the static in the air. And the phone is a relic, an altar to the past, His screen a black miracle where my hopes are dying fast. I scroll through old conversations like a palimpsest of pain, trying to decipher percentage from the AC of the rain. So I will worship at this shrine of glass and plastic and regret, a penitent in the cathedral of the internet, where the only God that answers is the ghost inside the machine, reflecting back a version of myself that's cold and clean. And the phone is a relic, an altar to the past. Its screen a black miracle where my hopes are dying. My hopes that I scroll through old conversations like a palimpsest of pain, trying to decipher percentage from the AC of the rain, from the acid of the rain, from the acid of the rain, a permanent stain in my brain. Again. I've been auditing the shadows for the debts that they might owe, the ones you cast at sunset in that amber final glow. I send them formal invoices for light that you have blocked, and space that you've inhabited now permanently locked. I keep a ledger of the echoes, their interest compounding fast, a bankrupt soul's accounting for a love that couldn't last. The numbers blur and bleed together in a column marked regret, an asset that's now worthless, but I haven't cashed it yet. And the balance is a magic gift, a bottomless red sea, all's in this vein without you that are charging at me. I'm liquid again, memories, but their market value's nil, just the currency of sorrow and a wilting final. Itemized, depreciated every touch, the values plummet, nothing, and it doesn't hurt as much as knowing I'm the auditor, the client and the thief, stealing comfort from the evidence of my own disbelief. The receipts are all here, filed in a shoebox of the heart, for one shared dream now shattered and a fresh and painful start. The deductions don't make sense, the math is purposefully wrong, a fiscal representation of where I don't belong. And the balance is a negative, a bottomless red sea, dug from in this vein without you that are charging back at me. I'm a critic of having memory, but their market value's nil, just the currency of sorrow and a wilting final wind. Final wind. So I'll close the books at midnight in this office of the alone, where the only sound's the adding of a debt that's overgrown. My life's work is this insolvency, this economic blight,
a bankruptcy of spirit in the audit of the night. And the balance is a negative, a bottomless red sea of minutes spent without you that are charging back at me. I'm liquidating memories, but their market value's nil. Just the currency of sorrow and a wilting final way. A wilting final will to be still until the till. I've been auditing the shadows for the debts that they might owe, the ones you cast at sunset in that amber final glow. I send them formal invoices for light that you have blocked and space that you've inhabited, now permanently locked. I keep a ledger of the echoes, their interest compounding fast. A bankrupt soul's accounting for a love that couldn't last. The numbers blur and bleed together in a column marked regret. An asset that's now worthless, but I haven't cashed it yet. And the balance is a maggot, a bottomless red sea, and the minutes spent without you that are charging back at me. I'm liquidating memories, but their market value's nil. Just the currency of sorrow and a wilting final way. Final way. Oh, way. I've itemized the kisses, depreciated every touch. The value's plummeted to nothing, and it doesn't hurt as much as knowing I'm the auditor, the client, and the thief, stealing comfort from the evidence of my own disbelief. The receipts are all here, filed in a shoebox of the heart, for one shared dream now shattered and a fresh and painful start. The deductions don't make sense, the math is purposely wrong, a fiscal representation of where I don't belong. And the balance is a megabyte, a bottomless red sea of minutes spent without you that are charging back at me. I'm liquidating memories, but their market value's nil. Just the currency of sorrow and a wilting final way. So I'll close the books at midnight in this office of the alone, where the only sound's the adding of a debt that's overgrown. My life's work is this insolvency, this economic blight, a bankruptcy of spirit in the audit of the night. And the balance is a negative, a bottomless red sea of minutes spent without you that are charging back at me. I'm liquidating memories, but their market values nil, just the currency of sorrow, then a wilting final will, a wilting final will, to be still until the till. Spaces you no longer fill, mapping the negative shape with a dedicated morbid skill. I chart the emptiness between the couch cushion and the wall, and the exact dimensions of the silence in the hall. My instruments are longing and a ruler made of grief. I measure the hypotenuse of my disbelief that a person can become a vacuum, a geographic lag, and that I am the one assigned to chart the journey back. And the math, they are useless, they lead only to here, to the center of the Noah right ray of the spit is sheer desperation, thin and cold, a third in without a sun, the cartography of a battle I've already lost and won. I've drawn the contour lines of where your laughter used to rise, the valley where your anger sat, the plains behind your eyes, the delta of your finger cuts across my waiting skin, a landscape now eroding from the weathers from within. The legend is in symbols only I could understand, a teardrop for the quicksand, a clenched fist for the land that shifted underfoot when you announced you were a ghost, and left me as the sole sad surveyor of this coast. And the maps, they are useless, they lead only to here, to the center of the Noah radius. The spit is sheer desperation, thin and cold, a tear thin without a sun, the photography of a battle I've already lost and won. So I'll keep my pencil sharpened, I'll keep my compass true, documenting this new world that is only wholly you. become a cartographer of spaces you no longer fill, mapping the negative shape with a dedicated morbid skill. I chart the emptiness between the couch cushion and the wall, and the exact dimensions of the silence in the hall. My instruments are longing and a ruler made of grief. I measure the hypotenuse of my disbelief that a person can become a vacuum, a geographic lack, and that I am the one assigned to chart the journey back. And the maps, they are useless, they lead only to here, to the center of the nowhere, early in the space sheer. Desperation, thin and cold, a terrain without a sun, the hard ground feet of a battle I've already lost and won. I've drawn the contour lines of where your laughter used to rise, the valley where your anger sat, the plains behind your eyes, the delta of your finger kiss across my waiting skin, a landscape now eroding from the weathers from within. The legend is in symbols only I could understand, a teardrop for the quicksand, a clenched fist for the land that shifted underfoot when you announced you were a ghost, and left me as the sole sad surveyor of this coast. And the maps, they are useless, they allude only to here, to the center of the nowhere, heavy if the sky is sheer. Desperation, thin and cold, a terrain without a sun, the cartography of a battle I've already lost and won. So I'll keep my pencil sharpened, I'll keep my compass true, documenting this new world that is only wholly you. In your absence, in the void, and the shape you left behind, the most detailed and desolate atlas of my mind. And the maps, they are useless, they lead only to here, to the center of the new infinity. It must be a sheer desperation, thin and cold, a terrain without a sun, the photography of a battle I've already lost and won. I've already lost and won. Under this same sun, begun, undone. The bar was full last evening, but my heart was left behind. Your memory kept breathing like a whisper in my mind. faded light, your name began to rise like a weary sax at midnight, with a longing in its eyes. Shadows in my wine, echoes out of time. I drink what we were, hoping you'll return tonight. Shadows in my wine, love I can't define. When I close my eyes, I still feel your hand in mine. The clock said 3:30, but I lived in yesterday. Every glass turned dirty with the truth I couldn't say. And the silence softly told me all the words I never spoke. Even broken, you still hold me. Your goodbye became my smoke. Shadows in my wine, echoes out of time. I drink what we were, hoping you'll return tonight. Shadows in my wine, love I can't define. When I close my eyes, I still feel your hand in mine. Bar was full last evening, but my heart was left behind. Your memory kept breathing like a whisper in my mind. And through smoke and faded light, your name began to rise like a weary sax at midnight, with a longing in its eyes. Shadows in my wine, echoes out of time. I drink what we were, hoping you'll return tonight. Shadows in my wine, love I can't define. When I close my eyes, I still feel your hand in mine. in yesterday. Every glass turned dirty with the truth I couldn't say, and the silence softly told me all the words I never spoke. Even broken, you still hold me. Your goodbye became my smoke. Shadows in my wine, echoes out of time. I drank what we were, hoping you'll return tonight. Shadows in my wine, love I can't define. When I close my eyes, I still feel your hand in mine. I started hearing music in the hum of a park. Usually sonic bouncings at a cycles attracting, passing me to rewind that I thought of passing me for the dirty laundry of a blood that can't be clean or neat. I conduct this desperate orchestra with a spoon and with a sigh, composing symphonies for the vacancy behind my eye. The kettle's whistling finale is a sharp and lonely scream that punctuates the measures of this miserable theme. And the silence in between the notes is the loudest sound of all. It holds the shape of your voice inch before the fall, before the fall. A rest that's never pleasing, a pause that screams your name in this cacophony of normal that feels nothing like the same. I tie my breathing to the rhythm of the leaking faucet's drip, a slow and liquid metronome upon my sinking ship. Each blink a tiny hammer on the coffin of the day, nailing down the hours in their inevitable decay. I memorized the soundtrack of this solitary hell, the creak of floorboard tension, the doorbell's hollow shell, a playlist of absence on a permanent sick repeat, a melody I'm missing with a bitterly slow beat. And the silence in between the notes is the loudest sound of all. It holds the shape of your voices before the fall, before the fog. A rest that's never postponed, a pause that screams your name in this cacophony of more that feel nothing like the same. So let the appliances play on, let their mundane songs derive the score from my unraveling for keeping this alive. This awful quiet opera where the only attendee is a ghost of what you were when you were still here with me. And the silence in between the notes is the loudest sound of all. It holds the shape of your voices before the fall, before the fall. A rest that's never pleasant, a pause that screams your name in this cacophony of normal that feel nothing like the same. That feels nothing like the same. Dying flame to blame this shame. This shame. The dust in here settled into patterns of your name. I trace them on the tables, a compulsive aching game. The furniture remembers where you'd put your feet, your glass. A fossil record of a love that wasn't built to last. I've stopped correcting it, I let the layers gather deep. A sedimentary sorrow that I'm in too deep to keep. From covering the pictures, from burying the clock, from building a new landscape on this emotional bedrock. And the sunlight cuts in angles, it doesn't float the roof, it just illuminates the particles of my impending doom. Winds minor pen, penny bin, so our system gray, where every orbit circles the fact you went away. I speak in present tense of things that died a year ago. I love the way it laughs, I hate it when it snows. My friends just exchange glances, a sad and silent pact, to tolerate the madness of a heart that's been cracked. Back to a time before the fracture, to a past I've lacquered bright, with the varnish of delusion and the polish of the night. For if I speak it wasn't dense, the dam will surely break, and I'm not sure that I could survive the flood that it would make. And the sunlight cuts in angles, it doesn't float the roof, it just illuminates the particles of my impending doom. Each more a tiny planet in a solar system gray, where every orbit circles the fact you went away. keep writing its epitaph on every shelf. I live inside this museum I've constructed of myself, a curator of artifacts from a dig that never ends, where the only thing I'm finding are my own broken name ends. And the sunlight cuts in angles, it doesn't float the room, it just illuminates the particles of my impending doom. Peach motor, tiny planet in a solar system grave, where every orbit circles the fact you went away. The fact you went away and chose to stay astray. I built a little altar on the nightstand by my bed, with things you left behind you and the terrible things I've said. A ticket stub, a guitar pick, a note that says I'm sorry, arranged with such precision in this tiny private quarry. I light a single candle, not for warmth or for the light, but just to watch the wax drip through the hollow of the night. A slow and liquid metronome for all my unsung grief, a burning small confession that offers no relief. And I pray to no godless says that don't exist, and just to the ghost of us I march in my permanent fist. And I bargain with the memories, I bring them back and take my sight, but the only answer ever is the darkness of the night. I've written new commandments on the mirror in the steam. Thou shalt not hope, thou shalt not dare to dream. Thy heart is now a citadel that no one shall besiege. Thy only sacred duty is to nurture this fatigue. I wear the hurt like vestments, a priest of the alone, tending to the ashes of a kingdom overthrown. My liturgy is sighing, my hymn is a choked back sound, echoing in the cathedral where no grace can be found. And I pray to no godless and just saints that don't exist, and just to the ghost of us, a bench in my permanent fist. And I bargain with the memories, I bring them back and take my sight, but the only answer is the darkness of the night. So let the candle gutter, let the wax seal my fate. I'll be the high priest priest of this solitary ruined state, where love is just a heresy I'm punished for believing, and the only thing I'm receiving is this endless cold bereaving. And I pray to no God less than two saints that don't exist, to just do the ghost to ghost, a binge in my permanence. And I bargain with the memories, so bring her back and take my sight. But the only answer ever is the darkness of the night.